Hey guys, this is Strong K, and welcome to my first impressions of Dangerous High School Girls in Trouble. Um, yeah, I picked up this game with the Royal Indie bundle. You know, they are currently actually, still offering their Oktoberfest bundle. And I got the bundle for other games. This was intriguing though, so I decided to do a first impressions on it. Just to give you an idea what this game is about, because I think it's just really interesting, and might be something for some of you guys out there. But yeah, without further ado, let's start the game. So this is basically, as you can see, it appears to be somewhat of a board game. It's like harkening back or against the backdrop of the 1920s. Which I like. It actually, make no mistake though, because it actually plays more like an RPG. And as in an RPG, we first get to pick our main character. And for all intents and purposes, I don't know, it doesn't really matter who we pick. It's just to show off the basic game mechanics of the whole thing. So let's pick someone. I think Myrtle is okay, is strong with rebellion, but at glamour. But she is popular, at least somewhat popular. So, yeah, let's go with Myrtle. I'm eager to play. One day a gang of moles and dolls may run this town, but first... Okay, yeah. So, there's like a little description here. And the first thing that we need to do is, get 3 other girls to join their gang here. And the overall goal is actually to... yeah, learn more about recent accidents or the secrets that the school nurse is hiding. So basically, this game takes place in a boarding school, or actually I should say in a town, in the 1920s in the U.S. And yeah, our task is to discover the secrets of the school. So and like I said, you can see here that the graphical style is very much like a board game here. This appears. You even have those the game pieces here that represent encounters that we can, click on and then deal with. Other than that, yeah, this is really, you have your cards here, you have the board, the actual board, and it's fun. So let's check out the arts, no, English room. Okay, Gladys. Right, so we can taunt Gladys, and this is actually how this game does its conflict resolution, if you will. Other than standard RPGs where you would fight or something, this rather focuses on the battle of wits, I should say. So we have 3 mini games basically. Taunting, exposing secrets, fibbing, and later on, this is right now locked, but later on we'll learn how to do this. We can, I don't know, engage in, or yeah, risk gambits. And depending on your stats, popularity, rebellion, glamour, and savvy, your chances of winning those games are higher or lower. So for taunting, we would need a high popularity stat or attribute, I should say. And we have 3, which is okay. So taunting works basically, I don't know, for those of you who are familiar with, I don't know, I think there is no one who does not know Monkey Island, and specifically like the insult sword fighting from the first part. Although I think in the later parts this is somehow transformed and picked up again, I'm not sure. But like the classic thing where you just hurl insults at people and then, either they have a comeback in store for that, in which case you lose a point, or they do not, and then they lose a point. So yeah, and this is basically the same thing. We have 3 hit points here. Our opponent has 2, and yeah, she just insulted us. You have the perfect personality for charming snakes. Isn't that something? Okay. Don't worry, I would never want to charm you. Bam, in your face. There you go. And we got her, so she's gonna lose one of her hearts here. Yeah, and the first one to lose all hearts obviously loses the game of taunting. Okay. I heard something about you, but I shouldn't spread malicious rumors. Let's try this out. Badoink. Shaw. Okay, so this would be like your generic answer. Monkey Island. That was, I think, I'm rubber, you glue, or something like that, or I'm rubber, you steel. I forgot. It was funny though. Okay. Yeah, could make trumpets tremble. Listen to this. Okay. Where do I click? Oh yeah, accept. Sorry, I was confused there. Okay, Stoolie Girl has a favor. As a favor to you. No, wait. Yeah, I should actually read what's going on here. Okay, she wants to be a phonograph girl, which is nice. Okay, yeah. And those symbols represent our experience. So, the more challenges we win, the more experience we get, and then we can choose to increase our stats. And I think, just like in your run-of-the-mill RPG, in the earlier levels, you gain experience much faster than later on. Okay, so where to next? Let's head over to the auditorium to see what's up here. And we see Stoolie Girl. Let's taunt her. Because this is the only thing that we can do, actually. Okay, you're so clumsy you could cut yourself on a rubber band. And do you recognize, or do you see that here, all those insults are sort of marked with a spade? And when we were battling, I think Gladys, the girl that's now in our gang, this was not the case. There were diamonds here. So this means that this is a totally different set of insults. So far I have encountered, I think, those two. I don't know if there are more. And basically this means that whenever you because obviously you have to learn the retorts or the comebacks to the insults, meaning that for each set you have to go through this process again of being insulted, losing your rounds or your battles, I should rather say. Yeah. Okay. You're so clumsy you could cut yourself on a rubber band. Dang, I don't know, or drat, I don't have the right retort yet. No! Because I think the first one wasn't it. That was like something cat related. Which is gonna be the comeback to this one. But yeah, we could actually try to learn this the comeback, which she doesn't even know. Okay, yeah, nice job. No. Okay, and then just, I don't know, let's hit her with this. Because basically she doesn't know the answer. Because if I picked like the insult that is worth 2 points or 2 tokens, and she knew the retort, she would just like win the whole thing. Okay, I just gained more experience. Alright. Okay, let's go to the gym. See what's going on. Okay, Deborah. Let's expose, which is another minigame, and I think spades are necessary for that. Because what this is basically, hidden under those tokens is a sentence, and each word of this sentence is represented by 1 token. And as you can see, we have 3 clubs, 3 hearts, 2 diamonds, and 5 spades. So by clicking on a club, we use one of our clubs here and reveal one of our words, except when it is a 1-letter word, because those are for free. So let's just continue here. Okay, efforts, certain. I don't know. I like to mix it up a little, use some of the certain teachers. Okay, graduate grades. Okay, yeah. And then, 3 words are left that we were not able to uncover, so we can simply click on them, and then we're presented with a selection of words that may, be appropriate here. We can also choose to guess later. And as you can see, like, I can hope. Like, some of these don't even make sense, like, grammatically or syntactically speaking. So I can hope to graduate with passing grades if I put out extracurricular efforts for certain teachers. Alright. So this is basically how this exposure game works. Okay, did she join our game? Where she has cornered Stoolie Girl. Okay, where's that? I don't even know where that is. The library? Maybe it's the girls' room. Okay, this is Stoolie Girl. So let's expose her again. Okay. This morning I overheard the nurse some girl to snap clam up about her order some girl to clam up about her accident. I could not see which girl it was. Okay, yeah, I think the exposure game is really the easiest one of the whole set here. Okay, now Deborah's on board. She's like, I never noticed, but she's like a rather lascive outfit for like a high school girl. I don't know. Okay, let's just click on the bleachers here. Who's that? Helen? Show me that fib game. Okay, yeah. So we can choose to fib her. What I did not mention yet, what you can also choose to do is simply to ignore people. So whenever you run into someone or like, you know, into an encounter, you can also choose to ignore the people, which will not advance the time. Let's just do that real quick. So you see it's still Monday 12 p.m. It's Monday 12 p.m. If I go to the bleachers, this is going to be Helen again. If I ignore her, this is still going to be Monday at 12. So, you know, this gives you the chance to sort of explore the map a little further. Because those game pieces here necessarily or don't necessarily you know, let you know what encounter is behind them. Because at first I honestly thought that, you know, all those like standard pieces here would represent something like a fellow student, or, you know, something school related, or like a party member that you can possibly pick up. Those bowlers would be teachers, or I don't know, but apparently that's not the case. As you can see, you know, when you click on this banana boat or whatever that is, this is a hot dog. What is this, a pencil case? It's like an ice cube tray. I have no clue. I honestly, you can let me know in the comments. So yeah, we can fib her, which is going to be the last of those minigames available to us. Basically what we have to do here is we are dealt a hand. So this is sort of like maybe a watered down version of poker. And then we can choose to flip our coins or our tokens here. You know, we have two flips available, so the higher your diamond value is, or diamond stat is, the more coins you can flip. And then we have to, you know, make a statement about our hand, which can be obviously correct or false. If it is correct, or basically our opponent can call us on our statement. If it is correct, he or she loses, and if we lie, then we lose, or if we fib, I should say, we lose. So this is probably where the name of the game comes from. Okay, 3 of a kind is pretty high actually. I'll raise you one of each. Yeah, I'm gonna call you on that because this is not something that you'd. Yeah, this is still like the tutorial part of the game, sort of. Okay, it's either Shaw or Neil. Or Bill, yeah. So say this is what I mean. Like, you know, Eugene O'Neill, like mentioning just like this 20 vibes to it. It's really nice. Okay, Bully Girl strides over. Myrtle, what do you know about the fire this morning? Ben is swayed as her right hand. So we can ignore her, or now we have to, you know, possibility to choose from all three mini games. We can either, you know, try to defeat her by fibbing, taunting, or exposing her secrets. You know, for like a quick checkup here, we can see which is which. Just a second. Okay, who's... We have to take a little detour here. Okay, so Deborah has 3 hearts. What is she supposed to do? Fib, expose. So this is taunt, I guess. Hearts is a 3. Fibbing 4. Exposing 3. Let's go with exposing though, because that's simply the easiest game. It is, like, at least in my... Although this might be harder than I thought it would be. Okay. Yeah, there's a lot of guesswork that we probably have to do. Okay, the save, drown code. Warned me, I guess. The nurse, because it's about nurse. Warned me to shut up, probably. About, because they had an about here. About something. Tent, about broad, about weird, about... Yeah, like everything else doesn't really make sense. My unpleasant, my talking, my greed. I think it's my accent, because we're talking about accents here. A. Okay. Returning, ultimate. Okay, now I'm not really sure what goes into this slot. I should have uncovered one of those, actually. Her. It's probably her. Arc, upstanding feelings. Feelings could... Okay, could... From female, from refresh, from directly, from school, from cow, from dump. I'm gonna, yeah, it's gonna be school. Yeah. Could something, me, could expel me, yeah. From school, okay, what could expel me from school? A contraband? Insecure, a returning of someone. Okay, let's... I did not know... Okay, stooly girl. This is probably... This can be pretty tricky if it's a proper noun. Okay, because then you have to actually know, like, later on you're talking about, like, a hotel and the name of the hotel is in there, so if you don't know what the hotel is called, then you may be confused. Otherwise, it's pretty straightforward. I did not know was eavesdropping... Yeah, probably until then, or until later. Okay. Could expend me from school. Veal. Okay, it's probably off, because this is gonna be a noun. So, off. Yeah. A contraband off something. I'm not really sure. Off. Month of her. Arc, honor, feelings. Ultimate oh, a snap of her fingers could expel me from school. Okay, now we got it. Yeah, so, you know... okay, there have been other accidents. Let's accept this. I added sooner to infirm what your mouth... Okay. This is very violent. Alright. So yeah, this is basically it. So, you know, by virtue of those games, you uncover the secrets behind the school, and then later on you're able to venture on in the, you know, in the city and into, like, the other parts of town. I could actually show you one save, which is pretty advanced. It's like day 18 already, so I think this is like 6 or 7 hours into the game. You know, as you can see, our party is totally different from the one I started out with, but that's okay. So let's leave school and head over to the Dells. This is basically okay. Truant Officer Wedge. Let's run. Okay, so you know, this is like a different area of the game, and actually, I don't know, what can we do here? I think, let me show off one thing, which is basically, what I have not mentioned yet, is if you lose one of those games, your party, like the party member that played this game will disappear from your party for a set number of turns, usually 6 to 8 turns. If your queen, it's like your main character loses, then somebody else has to take the blow for that. Basically meaning that you get like an extra penalty for the whole thing. So instead of 8 turns or 6 turns, it may be like 10 or 12 turns that that person is gonna be, unavailable to you. And in order to avoid that, you can also, acquire boyfriends, I should rather say, and they will then take the hit for your team member. So, and this is like another mini game. So let's try to get, I don't know, who has like, let's use Hazel here. Wait, did she say ignore? Oh, she can't. Okay, let's Mamie. Okay, he jokes. So basically what you have to do, like, he has like a awkward flirtatious advance into your general direction, and you have to counter this by guessing which token of yours or which color of yours corresponds to the one he's putting out. So I don't know. I'm not sure. Maybe this could be anything basically. Okay, so a spade responds to clubs, and maybe this to hearts. No, maybe to diamonds. Yes. Okay, this is rather complicated. So this must be hearts then. No, wait. Diamonds, right? Yeah. Ah, and I'm already shit out of luck here. And then this is... I forgot. Yeah, okay, this is the right one. Okay, so this one and spades. But as soon as he asks for diamond, then I'm out. What? Wait. Oh, shit. Yeah, you have to actually write... I again forgot what was going on here. Okay, this has to be heart goes to heart because I don't have spades. I don't have diamonds. And if that was the case, the game would immediately end. Okay, so it has to be... Oh, I'm so stupid. Okay, that was it. I ran out of it. Could I have... Yeah, I could have made it. Shit. Let's try this again. Okay, how was that? Okay, the red one is the opposite and black is the same. I just have to remember that. And black is the same. Okay, and red is the same. Okay, yeah, again, screw it. So, basically, what would happen if you, get this, or have this guy as your boyfriend, if you flirt successfully, his mugshot will appear here, and basically he would, take a hit for the team if you lose one of those battles. Sometimes, if you encounter, like, particularly challenging fights, that might just put your, party member out of your party forever. Later on, at least that was the case when I first experienced this, you can regain your party members at the school, but should you lose everybody in the party, then the game is over. Right. So yeah, those are the basic mechanics of the game. What do I have to say? Like, what are my first impressions on this? I mean, there's something that I definitely like, and this is also the reason why I choose to show it. It's because of, the allure that the game exudes, if you will. Meaning that what it really does very well is sort of like, convey the feeling of the 20s, like not only in the lingo that the game sometimes uses, but also with the music, the references, like cultural, political references that it makes. The characters that you find, the whole artwork, it works pretty well. Also, like the sport game type of thing, it's a cool job. It's an interesting design choice, and it works really well. Yeah, I was a little bit let down. This may be too much, but to find out that then actually this is not a board game. I mean, it looks like a board game, but the game mechanics are, and I already mentioned this, those of a RPG. And the conflict resolution in this game, I mean, it totally does make sense that sort of like you cheat or you lie away around school because you're like a rebellious female teenager in the 1920s, in the 1920s being famous for, I don't know, like, flappers and the Roaring Twenties and stuff like that. So, and this is also mirrored in, yeah, it's kind of weird. I mean, those definitely, like Deborah and Ruby definitely look like flappery type of people. She even has like a, what is that, martini glass. I mean, those are high school students for crying out loud. Look at how they're running around. But that's okay. I'm not gonna nitpick here. Again, the graphic style is superb. I really like it. It goes really well. Um, the thing is though, like gameplay-wise, those mini games are a little, yeah, I wouldn't say unfair, but yeah, just like to some extent, they're a little, especially like this taunting game. Well, later on, I haven't showed the off the gambits that you can take here, but those are a little weird because I think specifically with the gambits, the game mechanics are not fully explained, and this is really something that you should do because sometimes I'm just like cast in the cold water basically, and left with just wondering what to do, like a sense of wonderment, about what's going on here and what the game wants me to do. Um, the other thing is the game definitely has like the main purpose. Purpose is maybe the wrong word, but the main aspect of this whole thing is to convey the story, like what's behind this conspiracy involving the accidents, the nurse, and so on and so forth. So it's a very it hinges a lot on the story. It's a very story heavy game. So it first of all doesn't leave you a lot of time or room to discover your stuff or the city or the school or whatever. Because what I usually do, and I think a lot of people that play RPGs do as well, is basically grind a little to get your party up, the stats up, to actually be able to beat the challenges that are posed later on. And here, this is really yeah, tightly done. I mean, this is your turns are very strictly measured, and chances are if you waste too much time like fighting other people, or like fighting is maybe the wrong word, but you know what I mean, like basically gaining experience points, then you're gonna lose certain events, or you're gonna miss them, or lose the opportunity, I should say, to see what is going on, and those can be crucial. There's like one instance, for example, where you have to save someone from the gallows, and by influencing who's going to be on the jury. And this game really is unforgiving. If you're not 100% sure what you're doing, if you have to find out who to talk to, you won't be able to make it. And this is actually a second thing that I don't like so much about the game. And this is something that has to do with the graphical presentation. And I already mentioned this, I think, which is the fact that you cannot discern by simply looking at the game pieces here who or what you're about to encounter. I mean, like I said, I was under the impression that those would be teachers, and maybe this guy here, because you can guess like this is sort of this could be a dog, maybe a homeless guy. I don't know. I'm not sure. I mean, if you go to the police station basically, and you know that there's going to be somebody from the police involved in your encounter, but you cannot be sure. This is what I'm saying. So later on, you're just giving the hint that talk to Mr. I don't know, Mr. Powers or Mr. Rogers, I don't know, and you don't know who those people are and where to find them. And by just clicking through the various encounters, you lose a lot of time. Which also adds to this sensation that you're just being cast in the cold water, and this game is sort of unstructured or uncoordinated, I should rather say. So, I mean, it is not hard or anything. It's definitely possible to beat this game. It focuses on the story definitely, but this sort of, I don't know, taints your experience, I would say. I'm not really sure if those words are not too strong, because overall I still enjoy this game, especially for the price I picked it up at. So, but just so you know, Yeah, so I think the asking price for this whole thing on the developers page is still $20, which is a little steep, you know. This may be a lot of money for what is being presented here. I think on Steam it goes currently for, I think, 10 or 12 bucks. I'm going to point the links in the description anyways. I picked it up in the Oktoberfest bundle for, I think, $5, you know, including a bunch of other games. So for that kind of money, it's absolutely worth it. I usually hate it when people say, okay, you know, what you see is what you get, because this doesn't really help me necessarily in making, you know, an informed decision, because it's obvious, you know, if I can see the gameplay, yeah, I like it, I can definitely pick it up, but if I'm undecided, you know, what does that do? How does that help me? Yeah, I would say like for 20 bucks, I would not recommend it. 10 bucks is really something that if the game lives a lot from, or the strength, its strength or virtues are definitely the whole 20s thing, the whole graphical presentation, the presentation of the story itself maybe, although I haven't finished it yet. But again, this is a first impression, so you know, um, yeah, it could be for you. If you like what you see so far without having experienced any of the mechanics yourself, like firsthand, get it, pick it up. If you're unsure, if you're like, yeah, I'm not really sure because I thought, you know, as was the case with me, this is a board game sort of thing that has a nice touch to it, but actually turns out it's not. I don't know. You can still pick it up in this Oktoberfest bundle, or wait until it's on sale on Steam or somewhere else. Although I have to say, overall, I like it. I would have picked it up for $10, definitely, and I'm really happy that, you know, it was included in this bundle thing. So yeah, Mousechief, which is the company that made this thing, good job. Alright, so that was it from me. Yeah, if you liked it, I don't know, leave a comment, like the video, subscribe to my channel. I'm just grateful for, you know, every little thing of feedback that, or bit of feedback I should say, that I can get. Otherwise, thanks for watching, and I hope to see you on my channel soon. Alright, thanks.